Hello, everyone. So, as you know, Vladimir Zelensky is whatever you call him, the Ukrainian president. Basically, came out today and he took a dig at Ireland. I would put it as a dig. But yeah, I just say first of all, I know the country's in a very bad situation, but Ireland is bent over backwards. I'm sure we all agree. Ireland is literally bent over backwards for Ukraine, and to get it back, basically, in my opinion, we've been attacked. And neutrality's been attacked by Ukraine. It's just been thrown back in our face, everything we've done for them. Because, again, let's be honest with ourselves. Ireland is going, first of all, there's a lot of things I have to say. Ireland is going to take in 200,000 refugees from Ukraine. 200,000. Think of that for a second. United States of America is only taking in 100,000. So they're alone. We're helping a lot of Ukrainian people, and the country's already in a very bad state with people lying in the streets of Dublin and things like that. And we're so good natured that we actually are taking in people. And the Ukrainian president's basically say we're not doing enough. Ireland's not doing enough. They should be doing more. We need guns. Ireland needs to give guns. Even though I don't know what planet he lives on, but he obviously doesn't live on planet Earth if he thinks that Ireland has 100 million guns lying around the place. I don't know what he takes Ireland is. The United States, take for example, and this is just a point. The United States is giving them a blank check, basically probably giving them blank checks to get whatever equipment is necessary. Let's put it this way. NATO is fully supplying Ukraine. What is the need? Ireland would barely be able to give them anything in terms of weapons. Let's be fair, and obviously that would infringe on neutrality. And obviously Vladimir Zelensky should know better that Ireland doesn't want any role in anything and it doesn't want to be giving weapons to anybody. Because obviously whatever about food or clothes or things like that, that's humanitarian, that's understandable. Medicine, that's understandable. But I don't know what he expects. What does he want from us? And he's going to address the Dáil in 2 weeks' time. I would nearly say he shouldn't bother to address the Dáil. I nearly say, I'll go off. If you don't want anything to do with our country, just go off and do your own thing and stay in Ukraine and let some other country worry about you. Because let's be honest, if he's going to basically throw back, because again, let's rewind for a second. Let's rewind. The Irish state, the government gives them 10 million. 10 million is a lot to give to a country. And then the Irish people on the Late Show raise something like 3 million to give to Ukraine. And I know myself, people around here have been doing collective food for Ukraine, medicine, clothes, sending it off to people in Ukraine. And I mean truckloads. In Cavan alone, there's been truckloads set off. And in every county, there's been truckloads of food and things set off, by graciously donated by the Irish people. To help children and help women and to help keep them warm and give medicine to them and feed them. And it's been thrown back more than any other country. Ireland has probably contributed more than any other country. Because and obviously too, the St. Patrick's Day parade was more about Ukraine than it was about Ireland. And I don't know what Vladimir Zelensky wants out of Ireland. I don't know what more does he want. Does he want us to literally change the flag of the Irish state to the Ukrainian flag? What more? And everybody in Ireland has nearly the flag, basically the Ukrainian flag comes before the Irish flag now. But yeah, let's be honest. Let's be honest now. Ireland has been done. Ireland's done everything it could. Let's be fair. Ireland has went above and beyond. Other countries haven't done anything. They're not bothered to do anything. But again, if this is the disrespect we get, again, a bit of a gratitude, because again, people are struggling in this country. I even know here, young children down here give away their pocket money to help the fellow children in Ukraine. And that's very kind of them, and that's very kind of them. I wouldn't want to see it because again, it's nice to get an appreciation. I know people say it's war, you shouldn't be looking for appreciation, but again, it's not the point. I don't know what he wants. It'd be different if we were sitting on our hands and doing nothing. We have given a lot. A lot has been given. And I don't know what he wants more of Ireland. One of the country could ask more for. He could ask more of the European Union or something like that. But Ireland hasn't got the military arms. I don't know if he can understand that. Or does he know how bad the state is? We don't have much arms to defend the country, let alone defend any other country. I've said this many times. And, the houses of the Iraq, if it knew any better, I would tell them not to bother to address the Dáil or the Seanad. You can go and appeal to the mother nation. Because, it's very disrespectful. Let's be honest, it's very, very disrespectful. And I do see it as a dig, and I know people be saying, Russian spy, Russian agent, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, obviously we had to do our bit, and obviously helping our women and children, sending food and sending medicine. Obviously that's important to make sure that your children look starved to that over on the border with Poland, whatever. Send the clothes and things like that. Obviously that's important, and obviously we did that. Ireland did that more probably than any other country. We stood up and we done as much as we could. Even though people in this country are suffering too at the moment. And a lot of people did without to help other people. But again, this is the thing. you know, and obviously it is a disgrace. It is a disgrace, and obviously I would say Ireland should have nothing to do with it anymore. Let some other country worry about it. Like again, you're doing that. Let's put it this way: we done our bit. We done our bit. We were basically thrown it in the face. I don't know what I would. Like Ireland's done its bit in instead of fringing it. Like if we send arms, even though we don't have the arms, another way we're going to get the guns because it's hard. We haven't even got the guns to arm the army in this state, let alone the arm some army in Ukraine. And what is he expecting of the state? Let's be fair. And obviously, as I said, the United States have given them probably black checks, to get anything in the world that he wants. He can literally probably buy millions upon millions of ammunition. The amount of grants and money they've been given is not even funny. Again, 10 million was given by the government here to them. And that's only one country. 10 million is still a lot. And they'll buy you a lot of weapons and guns. Again, as I just say, that's just my opinion. But I'm sure people agree. We're taking 200,000 people in. And the United States is only taking 100,000 in. Think about that for a second. The size of the United States compared to Ireland. And Ireland has a homelessness and housing crisis. The United States is a bigger country with more houses, obviously, and more the ability to house people. Does that make any sense? Compared to little old Ireland that has barely anything to work with militarily or anything like that. And again, being shouted down at and say, "Oh, you're not doing enough." When we have done everything that's in our power, and the citizens of Ireland have stood up and done whatever they could to help their fellow citizens. And again, a bit of appreciation, a bit of appreciation for what Ireland has done. It's appreciated. It's appreciated, but it's not going to be given, I say. But anyway, thank you.